So I thought I'd make a little video today and kind of show you another dad recipe. It's a cocktail mix. Kind of tell you what's going on here. It's not much. It's been a lazy week. Today's Tuesday. Last week was a lazy week. Anyway, I thought I'd let you know what's going on, and we would maybe make something while we're talking about it, and I can show you some pictures. Do the intro thing. Yeah, so today is the 27th of July. It's my birthday. It's my sweet Mrs. birthday too. Wish her a birthday. Same year, same day, same month. 5 hours apart. Anyway, today I got out of bed and I actually left the apartment. So I didn't do that a few days in a row. I didn't even open the front door. But I took the drone. I bought a drone. And here's a little bit of footage of me flying it. I got to fly it for all of about 2.5 minutes. And oh man, when you buy a DJI product, when you first pair it to your phone and sign it in and everything, you've got 48 hours to buy the insurance for, I think it's $49 or something like that. Do that. If you buy one of those, do that, because you get 2 replacements. As long as you don't lose the drone, you get 2 replacements, and it's like $50 each time, or it's $50 the first, 70 or $80 the second. It's a lot cheaper than buying a drone. There is a cell phone repair store here in town, and it's called Cell Phone Repair, CPR, and they got like a cross. Anyway, they got a guy there that repairs drones. I tried fixing it. There's some pictures of me trying to fix it. Super glue didn't work. The other problem that it's having is now the front rotors spool up and lift. The back ones are spinning, but they're not. They don't spool up. So there was my very, very brief drone pilot career. Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, if you buy one of those, definitely get the program where you can have it replaced. As long as you don't lose it, you send it to them and they replace it. So hopefully this place here can repair it. If not, I'll have to see what I'm going to do from there. So yeah, I went over there, and then I figured, well, on the way back, instead of just coming straight back here, I'll kind of meander around a little bit, which is what I've been doing. I use Google Maps. In Google Maps, I don't know if you know, a lot of guys, you'll use Waze, and Waze is good because it tells you where the cops are, it tells you where the traffic stuff is. Google Maps doesn't tell you some of that information, but Google Maps actually bought Waze, and they've incorporated a lot of the traffic jam stuff and the real-time traffic reporting based on the people who are using Google Maps, and most of us use Google Maps. So, or I think it incorporates the Waze and the Google Maps information on that program. So I really like that. I've been using that a lot, and the last 2 weeks I quit using Google Maps. Wherever I possibly could try to find my way to something, I'll look it up in the address, I'll look at it on the maps, and then I will set the phone down and get in the car and go. Need to learn where stuff is in town, because we bought a house. So cool, man. We bought a house. I'm just so stoked. And anyway, this is, yeah, here's a picture of the house, right? And I'll do some walkthrough video while we're talking about it. Anyway, it's got a really big garage out back with an add-on. Way cool. I'm going to really enjoy that. To the side of that, there's a carport. A little bit of information on this here, you can see it. That's going to come out probably. I don't need or want that. That's way too much stuff, and there's not enough grassy area out back for the dogs. What is nice is the front yard is chain link fence, and it's tall enough. I don't think the girls can't get over it, so I don't think they'll be able to get over it. On the side, I will remove a section of that fence and build around it, and then have that fence be able to go, or just I'll make it a gate. I'll just sink a post right there, pop the fence part out, and just make a gate. That way the dogs can run around the back and the front yard. It is a small lot. House is a bit disappointing. The house is a bit disappointing. When we first set out to come back here, we were going to sell our house and buy property, and have like 5 acres outside of town, which at the time we could afford to do that. And I was really looking forward to that. A good 15-20 minute drive out of town is perfect, especially if you've got 5 or 10 acres, and if you can pay cash for the land and own it outright and have a shop on it. The problem is in the 2.5, 3 months before we finally came back here to buy, all that stuff got bought up. It's all gone. What does pop up occasionally is got 2 things going, and like most of the houses on the market at this time, it's got 2 things going. Number one, it's sold inside of 24 hours, and it's selling for way over what they're asking, and they're asking way over what it's worth. So I'm watching the financial reports, and the guys are talking about the housing market's getting ready to collapse. It's going to crash in on itself, and houses are going to be worth way less. They're saying that a lot of people are, and I've heard people say this, they're pulling out of the housing market. They're going, you know what, we're sick of looking, we'll just keep renting for now. We'll just shove more cash in the bank and hang on to it, and we'll come back to this in a month or 2, maybe. I will say summertime, spring and summer are like the times that people buy houses. So with all the people that are pulling out of the market and going, I don't even want to look anymore, there's no point. I can tell you, there's a couple of houses we bid over $15,000, the asking price, over, and they got a higher offer. They went with it. So it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It really is. This house is small. It's in the city. It's not really what I wanted, but you can't right now. You can't buy what I wanted. It's just not there. So we started looking at, we're going to have to settle a bit. So we did. It's a small lot, but out in front of the lot is like a canal area, so I could take the dogs out and we could run up and down that. Too cool. It's got a huge shop. The house itself is kind of small. Mom's really unhappy with that. Not my mom, Mama, my kid's mom. She's really unhappy with that, but she's starting to kind of come around. Okay, well, she realizes it's kind of what we're going to have to. We got to do something. It's one of the few houses I saw that wasn't slipping off of its foundation, and anything in as good a shape mechanically, physically as this house, they want $150,000 for, and I just don't want to be in that much debt. Which brings me to a point I made in a previous video. I said I would revisit this, so let's kind of touch on it here. Being rich does not make you happy. Being able to sustain a bit of loss, being financially, I don't know the word for it, comfortable. If I lose $10,000 right now, I'm going to be rabidly upset. I'm going to be mad, but I'll survive it. 15 years ago, if I lost that kind of money, that's devastating. We got in a car wreck one time, and it's a car that we bought for probably $7,500, and we got a car wreck, and the insurance company totaled it out. It was devastating. We couldn't, we couldn't afford to lose, and we had that thing like half paid off, but they paid off the car, and I think we had the gap insurance. They paid off the car, and that's it. It was a wash. Except for now, I'm standing here. I don't have a car because she ran a red light. Now I don't have a car. So and my credit was bad, and we didn't have any money in the bank. We were in that bad of shape. I could not go buy a car. We had to borrow $800 to go buy an old beat up Mercedes. The door seals and window seals all leaked. The floorboards flooded whenever it rained. Piece of shit, you know. And we had to borrow that $800 to do that. So, you know, today I'm not in that kind of shape. You know, a lifetime of working and getting ahead and everything. And then selling the house, we're not in that bad of shape. We can afford to lose a little. If something happens, we're a little more braced for it. But I'm going to say wealth does not bring you happiness, but being able to sustain a loss, being ahead enough that I think that's where you start getting some comfort and get happy. You can be happy at that point. Put it like that. Anyway. We're kind of in that place. We're not independently wealthy by any means, but you know, like I don't have to go back to work right now. You know, that's nice. That's nice. I'm not on unemployment. That's not a thing that's going on, and I don't need that. I don't have to have that. It'd be nice if it would kick in and do it, because I am unemployed, but I'm unemployed by choice. So that'll catch up to me later. Anyway, cool thing about this house, even though it's small, it's on a small lot. It's not what either one of us really were wanting, but the cool thing about it is paying cash, it's paid off. Don't owe anybody anything on anything. Cars are all paid off, the house is paid off. Bam, you know. We're gonna probably carry a little bit of credit card debt through it because I want to make sure there's plenty of cash in the bank. Credit card debt is minimal. It's under 10,000, you know. So Mama's getting hers down. I'm paying mine down. That's it, you know. It's a lot cheaper to live here in some respects. In other respects, it's just as expensive as California. Yeah. So there are a lot more work opportunities here. A lot more. So it is hot and humid. So if you're from anywhere else and you're not planning on moving, this place is really awesome. I love it. If you're from California and you're thinking about moving someplace better, this isn't it. It's really hot and humid here. It's horrible and it's too expensive. So you stay where you're at, or piss off somewhere else. Anyway, unless you're family, and then PM me and we'll talk about it. But, yeah, Kansas, horrible, terrible, awful place. One of the financial reports I was listening to the other day, where they're talking about the housing market's going to collapse and all this stuff. Well, John, why'd you buy a house if the housing market's going to collapse? Well, let me tell you. It's kind of hedging your bets. I would rather buy a $100,000 house and see it drop in value to $50,000, because all the houses around are going to drop that value too. That house is going to be worth that house to house to house, okay? I would rather buy that $100,000 house, see it drop half of its value, than to wait, see those houses maintain their value, and watch my dollar lose half of its value. Because the house will come back, the dollar is never going to go backwards. You're not going to see deflation, not meaningful deflation that doesn't wreck the economy. And if you want to go see what they're doing to our economy, you know, go try to buy a car right now. Go try to buy a house, you know. Anyway, so yeah, oh man, today rambling around. Well, you know what? It'd be nice to go shoot. So it's my birthday, right? I'll go shoot. So on the way back from dropping the drone off, I hit the gun store there close to the house we bought. Cool little house. I do like that house. Like I said, it's a little small, a lot small. It's not really what I wanted, but I do like that house. So anyway, I went to the gun store, walked in there. I asked the guy, I said, do you have any 22 Magnum ammo? And he goes, nah. Nah. He goes, let me look. He goes, no. He goes down, he looks. No, he doesn't have it. Oh, man. All right. Well, I told him, I'll go home. I got to change my laundry out anyway, which I did. And I'll dig out my ammo. Because in my other bag, my walk-home bag, I have ammo. I brought 4 boxes of 22 Magnum, I thought. No, I lightened that up substantially. What I have in my walk home bag, what I have in my bag are 2 speed loaders. What I have in my walk home bag is my walk home ammo. By the way, if you're using a 22 rifle for that, you can put a little bit of paper towel on the bottom and it really quiets that air. And then I have I have my LCR 22 Magnum. So, cool little gun, very small bullet. That's not focusing anyway. Anyway, that's all I brought. I didn't realize I lightened that load up quite a bit. A little DeSantis holster, pretty good. One or two of you might go, what in the hell are you carrying a 22 Magnum revolver for? I'm gonna put this up real quick because we're gonna do the dad recipe part of this. And there's alcohol involved, so we're gonna put that away. This is my walk around bag, my purse, my man purse. It's got a pouch here that has all my administrative stuff in it, my wallets and checkbooks and all that. And then the big pouch has a bag of cashews, bag of beef jerky, Jack Link's original. It's got all the chargers and a spare. It's got that graphene battery. It's got a small light duty first aid kit, like for boo-boos. And then it's got my tablet. This is the pouch that they want you to put the gun in, and it's all padded and stuff. I put my tablet in there. So anyway, the main pouch is where the revolver goes when I've got it with me. Very cool, very cool, very cool. So anyway, I put that up. So that's what's going on. I got back and I called every gun shop in town. I roll a map on here. That's how many gun stores there are in Wichita. Woof, man. Not one of them. Nobody. We have a Gander Mountain Outdoors. It's an RV thing, but they got a big guns department out here. I'm gonna have to go check that out. We have a Cabela's. I haven't been there yet. I didn't realize we had a Cabela's here. I'm definitely gonna go do that, probably tomorrow. We have 2 Academy Outdoors. Very cool. And there's just a boatload of little mom and pop gun stores, and there's a half dozen shooting ranges. So the 2 that I'm going to probably use the most so far that I'm seeing is the Bullet Stop and Bullseye. Went in and talked to those guys. I'll go around and talk to gun stores, you know. I like gun stores anyway, so I went and talked to different gun stores and awesome places so far. The little places even are pretty cool. They're okay. Those 2 places, I really like the guys there. It looks like my kind of store, both of them. They've got the new stuff. They've got a lot of old stuff too. So I like Milsurp. I like old rifles and guns, and I really like that old stuff. And those guys have that there. So any gun store where they're friendly, they're serious, and they got cool stuff. That's the main point, I guess. That should have been the first one. Anyway, so now you're caught up. Now you know what I'm doing in Wichita, how things are going, what's up all around. And I would do this dad recipe real quick, and it'd probably be a separate video, just in case it is, you know. But it's one of my favorites. And yeah, it's only 3:30 in the afternoon, but 1, and I'm not going anywhere now. I got to finish this laundry. Oh, we'll do this real quick, and then I will show you the view out front. I went out on the pool. Oh, you'll love that. Okay, here we go. So you want a glass. You want a straight walled glass. There's a reason for that. I'll explain it in a minute. I like them a little bit bigger around and shorter. Those tumblers that you've seen me with, I really like those. You want some Kahlua. You want some cream. I like milk because I have it. I don't have these often enough to warrant having cream in the refrigerator because I'll use like half of the little one and it'll go bad. So I just use milk. It's almost as good. So I really like this Reka. It is very clean tasting. So here's the reason for a straight wall glass. I do not have, hey, check us out. I do not have shot glasses and stuff here. I didn't bring that stuff with me. So a straight wall glass, you can kind of see what you're doing there. Okay, so we're gonna put 1 finger of vodka. We're gonna put 1 finger of Kahlua. And then whatever that volume is, half of that milk. And basically 1 finger. That's why the straight wall glass thing is so important. I don't like them too light, so that's another thing that the milk helps with. The cream would really lighten that up with that volume. Almost everybody suggests half as much, 1 to 1 to half. Do a little mix. Still have to do the, still have to do the dishes for lunch. If you've got ice in the machine. There you go. It's like, you know, you can make it however you want, man, but like, that's the way I make it, man. Like, come on, man, there's beverage involved here. Oh, man. What a weird movie. I like it, though. It's a good movie. It's fun. I did not realize that Fargo was one of their movies, too. And Gabe was kind of straightening me out on that. I'll put this stuff away real quick. There we go. So, yeah, I didn't realize that that was one of their movies too. Very cool. I'll have to go back and watch that. I saw the opening, I think, when I was a kid. I was in high school. Whenever it came out. And it was at Grandma's house they watched it. I can't imagine my family on that side watching that movie. Cheers, mates. Another day closer to 50. Oh, God. Yeah, we're 47 this year, I think. Pretty sure. I don't know. Who cares? Oh! Speaking of snapping your fingers and making things happen, let's go out and look at the view off the deck. You're gonna love this. Is really cool. All right, here we go. There we go. Come on. We got to make sure that we got the keys though. Let's do that real quick. Yeah, there's only 1 key. So if you lock yourself out, you're kind of boned. The other thing is with the key, there's this little EM fob thing, and that is what gives you access to that. I've been coming in here and playing pool. Really having fun with that. Play against myself. It's nice because you always win. Oh.
Sorry.
No. Okay. here. But you see this, it's really cool. Huh? This isn't the time to get all fumble fingers either. How neat is that? Alright. Come back over here. There's, let's say, there's the pool area. They've got this this deck up here. And you can cook. I can't wait to do that. I'm thinking I'll wait till Mama comes out, because she's coming out. That's going to be really cool. She's getting on a plane next week, and not this weekend, but next weekend she'll be out here with me. I'm looking forward to that. You say what you want, but being alone is being alone, man. Anyway, that building looks mostly empty. That one's got a little store in it. You can see where they're kind of refurbishing that. It's a similar view to that one we just saw. Anyway, there you go. Way cool. Love it out here. Really enjoying this stuff. So, how's it going? Really nice. These people, their patio, they've got like a patio area on the pool, which I would think would be kind of nice, but also kind of a pain in the ass, because man, I don't know what it was, but out here there was, man, a few dozen people, and man, the noise they were making, the music playing, all that stuff, I could hear it over here, and I'm across over there, you know? And that down there's the dog park. I think I showed you this before. That's where you take your dogs for a walk without leaving the building. Most people leave the building now, so. Well, anyway, guys, nothing exciting this time. A lot of talking, more pictures. Hopefully that wasn't too boring. A little bit of interesting something or other. Can't wait. She comes out. We've got a couple of fun activities planned, and there's some really cool stuff to see around here. And then we're gonna hopefully go see the house and let her go through it, and then we're gonna go start picking out flooring and a few other things. We're gonna spend a little bit of money making it nicer. Get to hang out with Mama for a few days. Been by myself for over a month now. Just me by my lonesome. It's kind of weird. I'm enjoying it, but I don't know. It's nice to talk to somebody you know and not be on the phone, I guess. That's hopefully. Hope she can get out here and start a fight with me or something. Or maybe a jerk, start a fight with her. I don't think so. But anyway. Alright guys, that's a long enough video. Very long. Very long. Over a half hour it went like. I did a bunch of it down there. Especially it. Wherever you at, whatever you're doing, I hope it's going good for you. It's going good here. I'm really, you know, here in a couple months, it's going to be hard to have people in the house again, and it's going to be hard to go back to work. It's going to have to happen. So, but for right now, I'm enjoying my time. So, I just miss not having a motorcycle. We'll say that. Just have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next one.